This week, David thinks Hitler might not have been that bad. I explain what Black Pete was, and Chloe hits a tree. So, let's strap down, let's strap in, and let's do this.
This is just another trucking podcast.
Hello, this is just another trucking podcast, the Christmas special. We're not going to talk about Christmas potentially at all. There's a chance this is about the only Christmassy thing, but it is technically, nonetheless, the Christmas special. We will attempt at parts to try and bring it Christmassy.
Maybe bring up presents for the kids or something?
Yeah,
or what?
something.
I mean, I've still got to do Christmas shopping, so, that checks out.
Oh, well, in which case we are going to talk about Christmas because you need to get the fuck on that shit.
I'm on it tomorrow.
Way too late.
I'm not looking forward to it.
Oh, thank God for Amazon. Seriously.
What, you're going into the shops tomorrow?
I'm going to Smith's Toy Shop.
With people?
Smith's Toy Store tomorrow with people, and I'm going Tesco because I need to get desserts.
No, this is such a rookie mistake. Why have you left it this late?
Why have I? Well, I have been moving and things going on,
I kind of feel like we should give you a bit of a...
Yeah.
I mean, I also love how that you've managed to encompass everything to things going on. That was nicely downplayed there. It was really good. Yeah, really good.
Nailed it. Yeah, it's
10 out of 10 for very British, I would say.
It's going to be very peoply.
Yeah, so we went.
Sorry, do you want to finish your intro first?
Oh yeah, shit. Yeah, hi, I'm Tom. We got Chloe. We got David.
Yeah,
because obviously we're construction. We're finished now until January 5th. So we're not back until then.
I've got 2 more days.
Oh fuck!
And then I'm working over holiday.
So you have time to edit this podcast? That's what you're saying.
What? I can't hear you. Sorry, the line's breaking up.
I discovered yesterday that I've got to work over Christmas as well.
Have you really?
Yeah.
What days?
Potentially a Monday, Wednesday, and a Friday.
Fucking hell. What, a lot or just like a couple of jobs?
Just like a couple of jobs. So I'll get paid for full days for not much. So it's fine, but
not
when you thought you had it off.
But not that. Yeah,
not that bad. Yeah, it is.
I have to watch my kids every day, so
I
guess I'm working every day.
Yeah, so awful.
But we got told to not come in on Friday because there was nothing fucking going on, so they didn't want to pay us, which is shit. Because I was thinking we were going to get paid 8 hours for coming in for 2 hours.
I thought they have to pay you if they've told you not to come in. That's kind of on them.
No, because it's customer that said it.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's not.
Oh, I see. So it just got cancelled, right?
Yeah, they've just cancelled it. But to be honest with you, the guy's a dickhead for doing it because he does it all the time. He just knocks the crane off at willy-nilly, and they're like, well, fucking, there's £800 there just gone, or whatever it is to hire a crane for the day, plus the driver, plus fucking all the other. It's one of them. We will talk about some of that stuff later. Maybe
he gets charged for it though, surely.
No, he's just learned that he can just do it, but he's also gone the other way where he's had the crane on, and the crane there's wind speeds and you can only do up to a certain amount. But we were talking about Christmas presents here because thankfully I had Friday off, and it's what I don't know what do you call that the last Friday?
The last Friday before Christmas? I don't know. It's just a Friday.
But it's not though, because there's a name for it. No, it's called Black. Yeah, someone just put up Black Eye Friday.
Oh, okay.
Black eye. Is it because you get a black eye because of the elbows and stuff? Because
all the workmen get off and they all go to the pub and they all just deck each other. So it's Black Eye Friday because everyone has a Black Eye Friday.
I've never heard that, but okay.
You've never heard that, right?
No,
in the
chat,
there's Black Friday, which is the Friday after Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
which has bled over into your part of the world.
No, because that's this is a different one.
So this is
just Black Eye Friday basically, or short. Okay. But if anyone's got any other names of Black Eye Friday in the chat,
I never heard Black Eye Friday.
No, never heard of it. Nope.
But because everyone's going to be out, and we figured, right, well, if we go to Morrison's now, and so we went around, did all of our Christmas
That's the gas
shopping.
station, isn't it? The petrol station, Morrison's?
No,
it's like a supermarket.
Oh, okay. What's this? Greg's or Craig's? Sorry, my bad. Sorry, I'm getting all these names mixed up.
No, we went to the shops and got all of the last little bits done. So we have everything. Like literally everything sorted now. I
So
think. What do we need to? I think we might need to get we need to get meatballs. That's it. That's the only thing that we need to get. Everything else is now just sorted. No problems.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very, very nice. It's very, very fucking nice.
I imagine it's quite nice actually having that feeling of completion.
Yeah, well, there was a lot
I'll feel
of stress.
that tomorrow.
Fucking yeah, finally. It's just there's that pressure. Once it's gone, you just it's just like a release, and there's nothing else to kind of like your brains, because the car has its MOT in December. The car's not doing well.
No.
But, yeah, well, so I got to get it in December.
Well, it just is what it is, isn't it? It's just one of those things that lines up crap.
And then I couldn't find my V5 document anywhere. Fucking couldn't find it anywhere. It's gone.
For the for the thousands of people in
MOT,
America.
but the tax.
Can you let us know? Can you translate there to what? Something 5.
So the V5 is the papers for your car saying that you're the owner.
V would be vehicle, maybe the V.
Vehicle 5 document, something like that. Yeah, I don't know, maybe that makes sense.
Something like that.
Basically, is it the yellow papers or the white papers or something like that you guys call it?
Oh, pink slip.
I think maybe pink slip is it.
I don't know. I think I've only ever heard of pink slip on like Fast and Furious or something.
Yeah.
But I've never. I think that's the nickname for it. But the title would be the ownership of the car.
So it is kind of a pinky red colour ours, but it's called a V5. And basically, I couldn't find it.
Just call it a logbook, otherwise.
But to get the car taxed, I needed to find this fucking document.
Or you get a reminder letter.
But didn't come.
Oh.
I was fucking waiting for it. It didn't fucking come. So the thing is, if you don't have tax on your car, your car will get seized. It's really bad. And the car's only 20 quid to tax.
Yeah, you've got no reason not to.
It's not. I don't mind paying £20 tax for the year on the card. That's fine. I could just chuck that money at it.
No, that was
how much is yours?
116.
Well, actually, my wife's car was 100. No, wait, it was mine. It was mine. $179 for the year. Yeah, it's all about how much it weighs. The weight is a huge thing. Like that, the bigger your car, the more.
It's similar here. And like if you've got a bigger car, or you've got someone's just put theirs was 360 quid.
Yeah, I think my Focus was 275 per year.
Why was yours 20?
Yeah,
mine's 30. Yeah,
mine's only 30.
We've both just got little family cars. Yeah. They're not huge. They're just like nice eco-friendly cars, but there's been some oil in the driveway that I have noticed. And I've taken it to my mechanic, and the mechanic that I take it to is very good. I quite like him. He's lovely. He talks so very much, but he is lovely.
Is it Phil?
And it's not Phil. No. He does talk, but Phil's for a BMW is 190, which actually less than I thought it would have been. I thought his would have been higher than that. He's got quite a nice BMW. But he says basically there's issues, and
it's got an issue.
It has issues, and it's
so. So you're gonna, if it's got a fresh MOT, you're gonna now go, gonna switch it out for another car. Basically, is it gonna be cheaper to buy a new one?
I don't know, but I think this might potentially be the last year.
What is it you've got?
It's Ford C-Max.
That's it. Oh, so you've got a C-Max as well. I've got a C-Max.
Oh, is it? Yeah. I'll be honest with you, it's a cracking car. It has been absolutely. The only things, it's this year or this next year, I'm going to have to do the front brakes and the rear tires and the front springs. So there's going to be an expensive. Oh, it's going to be expensive. Some overtime might be required for.
They're good cars though, so it might be worth fixing up and little by little. If you know you've got.
How do you fit into one of those, dude?
Honestly, better than you think. Do
you know what the C-Max?
You took the front seat out.
Size. They're actually quite decent size, the C-Max, and they've got a lot of headroom. Like, I can't even reach the roof in my.
They just look. They only look like they're like 1 or 2 inches big on my screen. You know, so.
What year is yours, Tom?
16.
Oh, so yours is newer than mine.
Yeah, it's not.
Mine's
it's just hit 100,000 miles. Mine. Just hit 100,000 miles.
Every image has 0 people in it. There's like I'm trying to compare it to a person.
Reference?
Yeah, I'm like not one. Seriously, I got like 100 in front of me, and they're all just the car itself with nobody next to it.
It's honestly it's surprisingly roomy in there. See, like I tried like when I was trying to like some different cars. I tried all sorts. I tried like BMWs. BMWs just don't fit very well.
Yeah. No, they're cheap, reliable little cars, easy to fix.
You guys have the Fit. We have a Honda Fit.
Yeah,
It's a small. Yeah, that's what we have. Plus my pickup truck. We don't drive my pickup truck.
A Fit's a very small car. Even by British standards, it's a small car.
Yeah, it works. It works great for us.
In the chat, it's a Jazz over here. Yeah, that checks out. I was thinking, do we have a Fit?
I think yeah. It's called a Jazz, isn't it?
And we have one of the few cars in the country too that's still a manual. So she got a manual transmission. Well, a lot of people over here have never even driven manuals.
I say you've got more autos than anything. I'd love. Oh,
way more. As in, like this, like we're talking about like probably 95% of the vehicles are auto.
So much
my
easier.
pickup's an auto, but like she regrets it because of the drive that she has home every day, where it's like it's pretty much stop and go traffic for like an hour and a half. So she regretted getting that manual, but sorry, only 4% of the cars in the US are manual. There we go. So it's less than 5. But,
I think everyone should have to have a manual car at some point.
Why?
I think
it's not needed in America, though, is it?
No.
Predominantly, it's autos.
Or
you mean over here?
No, everywhere. Everyone should have to learn manual because I think it gives you a better understanding of how the car works, like how it corners, how it does, like knowing what gear to be in as you kind of like it just. Your statement where everybody should know. It'd be more like it would be nice if people know.
There's no need for it. Everything's going to be electric soon. Where
there's
only going to be one gear
as well. If you know it, you're now cool.
How is cornering with an automatic different than cornering with a manual? Like, eventually we're going to have the batteries on the bottom of the car.
This sounds like the sort of person who has only driven automatics.
Me?
Have you driven a manual lorry, David?
Dude. Yeah, I've driven all.
Oh, of course you have.
Dude, I just told you that we have a manual car.
Okay.
How would you forget that?
I'm sorry.
But like, I don't know, you kind of like downshifting into the corners, making sure you're in the right gear going through it, making sure you've got the right power to come out of it, stuff like that.
See, I fuck this up all the time in my car. I'd be better off with an auto. I'm so bad at driving stick. I'm really bad at it.
I thought you were.
I just forget.
No, obviously, yeah. I do have in a correct gear depending on the corner and all that kind of stuff. But it's whatever. Who cares? You don't need to know. There's no need in it. It'd be like nice.
Maybe you don't. It's maybe you don't. But I think it just gives you a better understanding of it. Understanding of like the.
You get in an auto and you just drive forward.
Yeah,
brakes on.
You know what I mean?
Done.
You get less to think of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
like
okay, well, I feel like I've been fucking railroaded here. Like,
I'm sorry, you can't be saying something that
I don't agree with
so
your shit.
blatant and just like make it fact that like, this is what it should be.
It's not like he's even a helpful one. Like you go, oh yeah, everyone that a cyclist should go in a lorry and learn the facts of like the lorry and what it looks like. Yeah. That's a good one. You just go, oh, I should just learn manual because then they understand the engine more. That's just balls. Sorry.
It would be nice if some bicyclists actually did have something like that where there's only certain parts you can't drive on a main road with other cars or whatever if you haven't gotten this particular license. You know what I mean? Because you can just ride a bike, correct?
Yeah.
And you don't, as long as you have a helmet, you don't really need to pass any tests. But they're still riding alongside other vehicles that have taken a test. Like, what's the difference here? In other words, like. Well, why is it? I don't know. I just feel like if you're riding around neighborhoods and all that kind of stuff, it's like, whatever. You don't need. But if you're going to be riding on a road next to vehicles, why not have something? Like, why not make that a law? It'll make more money for the country.
I wonder how you do that. You'd have to have some kind of, you'd have to have like a bike reg, wouldn't you, or something?
Yeah, a bike reg that you just put on somewhere. You know what I mean?
Well, it's just like if you do your motorbike, isn't it? You go and do a day training, don't you? Where you go out on the road and learn some stuff. Just do something like that. Road awareness.
Or have something. Yeah. I do think there should be like a road awareness for cyclists, but
it should be for pedestrians too.
Because my car, fucking hell, no. Because my car passed MOT, because we got all of the stuff done, it gave me some free time. And
Yay.
as my brain just loves to churn and to think of things and has to kind of work over things. And there was nothing to be anxious about. It started working on a new problem. So,
what have you done now?
This is what I came like my brain, and I don't really know why, but I was kind of like 15 layers deep into this thought process before I thought, what the fuck am I thinking about this for? And then returning to the thought because it was quite fun to think about. If you right now say you got transported in time,
okay,
right now with whatever you've got on you, yeah. So, say for instance, like I've thankfully got my phone on me. Don't have a charger.
Oh, I got one on me too.
Yeah,
I got shoes on, so that's good.
You got headphones that don't do anything. Got your glasses, thankfully. So you've been transported.
Yeah.
So you've got to go back in time to a certain time, whatever time it is, and you have to be successful.
What?
How do you do that?
Now, the time would have to
do we know
the date
about
would have to matter, but can you give us a date? Like, are we going into the Stone Age?
Absolutely no. Mine was right. So this is what mine was the Victorian times. That's what I figured was probably the one where I would get away because my knowledge base would be enough that because you can't your phone doesn't work if you run out of battery with that. That's it. So you can show that you've got a phone.
So Victorian, they don't have any electricity back then.
Well, no, they did have some electricity, but you're not going to...
In the Victorians?
Yeah.
I actually don't know when the Victorians. Can you give me a date?
Is it like 1800s, basically?
They had electricity back then?
But okay.
I didn't know they had electricity
not
back then.
Not great, but, it's what... You wouldn't want them charging your phone. Let's just put it down.
Okay, but why are you choosing that decade? Because that was quite gross.
Well,
like there wasn't much cleanliness, and just chuck.
Didn't women have all the rights back then too?
If you go back throughout them times, it wasn't great.
Well,
there was a lot of diseases.
Why are you going so far back as well? If you want to be successful,
no.
What are you going to achieve?
It was just a random thought, wasn't it? You just went boom.
Yeah,
What are you going to achieve to be successful, though? What are you going to do?
So my thoughts were. I could probably do patents, so you could sell some patents for for basic things, say for instance, if the light bulb hadn't been made, you could probably make a light bulb, and you could make some.
You can make a light bulb.
Stuff.
How do you make a light bulb?
Yeah, Tom.
So you need to make a glass tube. By the way, I'm not saying that I'm going to be the one that's making it. I can do the patent for it.
Yeah, but
I couldn't make these things, but I could sell patents.
But you still got to draw it and have a patent for it.
I could draw shit.
You still got to have knowledge of how it works, though. You can't just.
Well, he could talk to somebody. Now,
and explain. Hey, this is how this works.
This is a magical object.
So you could, and again, Aaron's just put up before Microsoft was big and invest. So the other thing, and this is one thing I did think about, was the fact that you could sell knowledge of stocks for the future, and so you could say,
not
listen,
that early on in Victoria.
no, but you could say, listen, your ancestors, your sons. You can keep because they were all obsessed.
So you're now thinking of your family ahead.
So you could say to people, hey, listen, you want to keep this family wealth. I can tell you how the stock markets are going to change throughout the decades,
and then you get
big.
Then you get put into the crazy bin. By the way, you can't just say that kind of stuff.
No, because I have a phone.
What happens when you change the future accidentally by doing something stupid like killing a dog?
I have future technology, can't I?
How do you prove it?
I don't know. I thought about
your phone's not going to work.
But then, no. But this is my idea. So what's your guys' idea? You can't just
now you're asking. It's not that your idea. Okay, first of all, the way I'm hearing the question is what would you do? First of all, okay, all of a sudden now I'm basically it's 150 years ago. All right, by
the way, I've picked Victorian. You do not have to. You can go to Victorian times, or you can go back to World War II or some shit like that. But I didn't want to. I thought about World War II, but then I was like, Nazis were a thing.
Might die.
Yeah, and everything was fucking.
You'll get
being
dragged
bombed
into war
continuously. Yeah, that's not great. And as well as that, you go in with future technology, there could be a chance that you're it's a German spy. They have it as German spy. So 100%. And let's be honest, I could probably pass as a German. That's not great. So
let's just I'm going to say, okay, I was thinking Game of Thrones time, but obviously not Game of Thrones time, but at the time when kings and lords and all that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? Okay, that's like current time right now, kings and lords, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
medieval
back in
times.
where
a bit more relevant.
Medieval, is that what it would be?
Medieval? Yeah.
Okay, let's just say I'm medieval. First thing I would like, knowing that, okay, all right, I'm stuck here. Okay, this is what I have. I got to be careful because there's a lot of like, if because you could easily become you could invent stuff, all right, or helps you go to a blacksmith or whatever, right? And you can create some really cool stuff.
But
all right,
what?
All right, so depending on what has been, okay, so crossbows have already been invented, and
so you understand, like, obviously crossbows, stuff like that.
No. I would get help. Well, I would get help. I would talk to some people, as in like, okay, so this is what can be done. All right, as in like, so let's go ahead and let's see how we can do it. When you know that something can exist, and you have, you'd be. It'd be easier for you to create it. You know what I mean? It's trying to invent something that hasn't been invented yet. You don't even know if it's going to work or not. You know what I mean? But the fact that you actually know that it can work eventually, you know what I mean? But what I was going to say is like, if you get too powerful and too, whatever, right? You got to be careful because people, even if you could prove stuff and all that kind of thing, there'll be a target on your head for death. There really would be. As in, like, I would be immediately just paranoid that everyone's out to get me, just because you don't know who is really going to.
This is why I thought not medieval times.
So basically, don't tell them who you are. Basically,
they might think you're a fucking witch of some description.
Exactly.
You've got, essentially, or they were a lot more murdery at that point. There, I just thought that Victorian times was like a nice middle ground.
You might have met Jack the Ripper though.
And you could have done, but like I just thought, like Victorian times was a nice middle point where there's not a lot of Nazis, which is good, and not a lot of
maybe you could kill baby Hitler.
Witch burnings.
Oh yeah, you could find baby Hitler, but then you're not going to make yourself like popular with that, though, are you? Because you just killed a baby.
Well,
it's not going to give you much
tell
fame.
Anybody. Just don't tell anybody. Just
so that's just
okay.
A
how about kill the mom? Kill the mom, because if you're in Victorian times, Hitler's not probably alive yet, so maybe just kill. Yeah.
But the problem is, I don't know who's Hitler's mum is, because again, you only have
Google it.
If you know,
so you literally just disappear.
You have your phone, dude. Go ahead and see.
You can't. You've
run out of Google at that point.
You can't. There's no internet connectivity, so you have what you have.
They didn't have Wi-Fi back then. Well, I would again when I was thinking about these kind of things, it's like where you would be put into a random one. Let's just say you were put into medieval. All right, you don't get to pick and choose whichever time you want to. But yeah, in your scenario, yes, we are picking, and I would not want to pick. I really would not want to pick medieval. And all times and all that kind of thing, because chances are you'll be killed because if you know too much because you're not on their side or whatever, right? But if you want to pick it, why not pick this 20 years ago and just
yeah, that's
no,
what I
mean.
with.
Yeah, no, it has to be back in history, not 20 years ago.
That's still history.
Okay, all right. Well, let's just not pick through Tom's topic too much. You know what I mean? So okay, so a history where it has been kind of recorded as history, not just.
Yeah, exactly,
isn't it crazy that when the World Trade Center got attacked? That's actually in history now. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
kids are actually learning about that. I'm like, oh my god, that's crazy. I'm sorry. That just really makes me think that I'm how old I am. That's actually in the history books now. But anyway,
I'll be talking about COVID at one point as well. Remember then? Fucking
that'll come around. So like, right, we'll say like you can like World War II at the absolute 1940s is the absolute latest it can be.
Okay, I'm going for the latest then, 1940s.
Okay, so you're going full.
The sooner the better, because otherwise I don't understand any of it, and I'll just be like, I don't know what's going on.
What are you going to do if you went up in Nazi Germany though?
That's fine. I'll just pretend to be German. It's fine.
That can't speak.
I'll just chop off my tongue, and I've lost it. What a shame. And
you can't understand German when they give you instructions?
I will just smile and wave.
Yeah.
I don't know. Wave? I can't think.
So, I don't know. It's just...
I'm blonde and blue. It's fine.
I was going to say, I think you will fare quite well in...
Well, it doesn't mean you have to be in Germany. You know what I mean? You just... Are you
No,
when you
in England?
Yeah. Or go somewhere else.
I probably would invest in something like, I don't know, do some sort of investment when I see something that they're advertising and go, oh, I know that's going to take off, and then I'd invest in that. There you go. That's what I'd do.
My only kind of thing with World War II, with World War II, is what if I gave them information that I thought was going to be good for the war and turned out was like a fucking huge issue, and then
that's the problem, isn't it?
The Nazis became a thing.
Yeah, you could try and change something for the if you could go back and kill Hitler, but then actually there might be someone like even worse, like Hitler's little brother, that's just like 10 times worse, and then takes over.
Yeah.
So you just don't know, do you?
That happens with a lot of things.
Hitler might have been the better of the two.
Yeah, it's in a day.
Isn't that crazy to think of?
We should be thankful that in a day we defeated the Nazis, and we don't have some kind of like dictator in power that's like.
When it's time for us to think of what to say for the intro, I want this to be a part of it.
Nailed it.
What's
so Christmassy.
There's so many things. Okay, here's one I was thinking, that if I was from the time before we could fly, you could help people invent the airplane or the helicopter in a way of like, how would you do that? Well, okay, one thing to do is get a stick and kind of rotate a piece of wood and rotate it just a little bit, and then spin it, and look, see, it goes up into the air. You know what I mean? It's a very simple way to show aerodynamics and how a propeller works.
You would look so intelligent back then, wouldn't you? They'd just be like,
oh
but
my God, being careful though, that you have a few other people underneath you to where you can kind of like where they're showing it, but that way I don't know. I was just thinking, I was like, how would I invent the airplane? I was like, what's the simple ways you could just get it? Is paper invented back then? Yeah, parchment is invented. Yeah, so you could make a paper airplane.
But then the problem is, the airplane was something I'd thought of, and so you could technically, I think I could do. I've got enough of an understanding to be able to make a plane wing, or at least develop a plane wing to make it so that I could make something that could fly. I think I could make an aeroplane. I've got enough of an understanding of them, of how it all should work, but you don't have an engine that could actually get it going.
Yeah.
So and obviously, you could do.
But then you say you could patent it, or whatever you want to call it. There you go.
Yeah, and then when the technology came around, then
where are we again now? Are we in medieval times right in this conversation? Yeah, this is before airplanes were discovered. Yeah,
this is whatever time period you guys are in.
So I would go back not that far, because I know there was a guy that patented the wheelbarrow, didn't he? Quite later on in life, because he realised no one had done it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's what?
No, I'm sure it was the wheelbarrow or something.
I don't like it when people do that.
Basically, the guy had realised no one had actually done a patent on it. So he suddenly went, oh, I'm just going to do a quick drawing and then patent it. And then that's it. He's got the money for it. I'm sure I read something about that being a thing. So I would probably go not that far back, and something as simple as the wheelbarrow, or just something really stupid, I would just patent. Done. A pen,
Yeah.
Biro.
It's really simple.
Well, see, again, you can making a biro and understand. You can understand how a biro works, but then at the same time, do you really understand how a biro works?
So a little ball
how do you
in
make
it
the actual ball bearing?
Oh, the actual ball bearing.
Ball bearing
in? The biro, the ballpoint pen was an accident.
Was it really?
He had a ball bearing, and he had a pen, and he accidentally got it stuck on where the ink was coming out or whatever on this particular thing that he was using, and he just kind of like, it just worked in a way, you know what I mean? Like, oh, hold on a second, as in like if I move here, the ink is following is staying stuck to the ball when it moves to the paper,
rotating and refreshing. Yeah,
you know what I mean? And I was like, I do believe that, and like that's how Biro, the guy who created, well, his name was Biro.
The thing is, though, if you patent it, you do have to wait it out, don't you?
It wouldn't be an instant thing.
So, whereas you patent a light bulb, you could probably get people to make a light bulb because they did have electricity at that point.
But you were saying earlier about benefiting your family in the future, not necessarily yourself.
No. This is not necessarily my family in the future, although you can pass all your fortunes.
Which would be a different timeline, because the timeline that you just left,
and then you'll go back, and then you'll be very rich in the future.
So, so there is that. But, so what I thought is you could sell future knowledge to wealthy people and basically say, listen, there's going to be the future things are going to be computers, and there's a company called Microsoft. If you invest in that, Microsoft's going to be a good bet at this point. That'll be about the 1970s. But not
too much to where you change too much of the future, just enough to where you're making money on the side, but you're you know what I mean? As in, you can't be changing too much, because if you end up and then Apple comes along, and then crypto comes along, and now, you know what I mean? As in, you're really, really changing the outcome of a lot of stuff. Then, you know what I mean? I thought of this as well, where you're just investing enough, you know what I mean, to where you're staying under the radar, but you're still making your billions because you just happen to, you know what I mean? But you're not becoming famous for being like a Warren Buffett or whatever, and stuff like that. But
maybe Warren Buffett is a time traveler.
Who?
Yeah. I think a lot of his money is him buying companies and then ripping them apart and selling them off for pieces, and then making money that way. He's this
really nice, likable guy that's just really friendly and he's really sweet and he makes money, but he's also, when you think about it, a terrible person, because he destroys everything. He'll buy something, rip it apart, and just lay people off, and people and there's that cold, uncaring business.
Well, there's a lot of that we don't understand too. Sometimes you gotta break something to make something bigger, and then sometimes the thing that you're breaking maybe a few people's lives and all that, but it is improving a lot more people's lives in the future. You know what I mean? As in, it's just hopefully, and they'll hopefully get back on their feet if they work hard enough. It just sucks for the people who've been at that job for 20 years from right out of high school, and they don't know nothing else about anything besides doing that one job. And it's just a little extra hard because they never really had any life skills in a way of knowing how to even get a job. Or you know what I mean? Because they're the breadwinner. They have nobody that you would normally take advice from. You know what I mean? So sorry, I've known a few people like that when they got into the trucking industry. They were like, all they did is this, and then all of a sudden they're now become a truck driver, and they can't think for themselves. They can't do anything. And
do you think when companies lay people off, do you think that, especially when there's especially with people at companies where they've employed people for a long time, do you think there should be a corporate responsibility to look after the people that they're laying off beyond just a payout?
Well, I see.
And say, for instance, retraining them in different things. Well, no, because end of the day, if you're laying them off and you're just basically, because it's consolidation, you're trying to make the business more but with how it's done now, should there be a responsibility for companies to make sure that person can then get a new job, not just kicking them out and then going, fuck off you go?
Well, a lot of times maybe if you're 20 years, you've already invested into the company, to where you're actually, you got your stocks, or you got your pension and all that kind of stuff, because that happens a lot. But I feel like, yes, if you have been working for a job for a certain amount of time, I think over here you actually get paid when you go on unemployment. You actually get, the longer you've been with the company, the more unemployment you get for longer. To where you're not.
You get redundancy over it, don't you? Really, sort of thing. More than anything.
But you're on the dole, but you're not. But they actually do have to pay. The company does have to pay for that. But I'm not 100% sure on the facts. I've never have to really deal with it. I think I worked for a company for a little bit, and he laid me off. But I wasn't with the company long enough to actually get unemployment. So Yeah, again, it's I'm not talking about anything that I know about too much about, so I'm not going to like say anything with fact what I'm saying right now. But yeah, man, I really went on a tangent that completely veered us off the subject too. So we're talking about Warren Buffett and and laying people off and all that kind of thing because he's so rich. But for all we know, he's doing good. But it's not. It's never instant. It's good instantly for him,
but he's
never
a
for
time
the individuals.
100%.
But maybe it is.
It's very likely he's a time traveler. Yeah.
Why is he time? Why is it likely? What's he done?
Well, he just knows what to invest, when to invest.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, probably a time traveler.
Well, you know who actually does better than him when it comes to percentages on things to invest is the congressmen and the Senate people. You know, the people who run the country. They have an insight, and they actually do way better than Warren Buffett and any other investor out there when it comes to knowing exactly what to invest in and what to sell. Isn't that ridiculous? They have an insight, and it's legal. That's and cheeky, that's a huge problem that that it should be, because they're the ones who make the laws. So why would they make a law saying that they can't do that? You know what I mean? So that's kind of messed up. There are a few politicians out there who will advocate for we shouldn't be able to do this. I don't do it, and he could do it or she could do it, but they don't do it. But it is ridiculous that they're able to have inside knowledge, and there is some kind of clause or something or other that they can't, but maybe their husband or their wife will do it instead. And by the way, we need to invest in this, or we need to do that and that, So it's very messed up. But yeah,
I think
cheeky.
The problem with politicians, there was this one African politician.
How many eye rolls are we getting right now? By the way, as soon as
I don't know, but there was an African politician who he famously said some honestly just beautifully honest words, and there's something about like the pure honesty, and he says corruption is bad unless I'm part of it, then it's good. Have you never seen that interview before? It's fucking amazing. What was awesome. That you've just drunk there, Chloe?
Went up her nose?
It was only Bailey's, but there was like a big gulp at the bottom, so I went, screw it, I'm going to gulp it, and
just went for it.
The alcohol hit me, and I was just like, it's just, it hit me. Sorry.
Do you have ice in your Baileys?
I've not got ice in this one. I don't have any.
She's drinking Baileys from a sippy cup.
It's not.
What is that? Show me that cup. That's not a sippy cup. It's like
can you read it? What's it say?
Oktoberfest?
Oh, butterbeer.
Butterbeer.
Okay. I got it from Warner Brothers Studios when I went to go to Harry Potter World.
Right, Chloe, you've not told us. So when are you going back to, and how are you making your millions?
Okay. So this is how we're making our millions.
You have to make some money.
Are we okay? Are we making our millions currently right now? As in like
or what? I will go back to the age where there's no cars and shizzle because I can deal with horses and I know what to do with horses, and I'll train horses and become a horse trainer. There you go.
I like
and
that.
Bring in the new modern stuff that we know nowadays, that cruelty and shit like that, and I'd bring that back then.
Okay, I like that. That's actually.
So I would be a world-renowned horse trainer. That's what I would go with, I think.
All right,
I kind of like her idea.
I got one.
I don't have any. I don't really have.
So take your skills back with you. Yeah.
I mean, what skills have I got that I can take back with me?
You could take back a beard oil.
Does he have that skill?
I feel like that's something they have.
What else have you got? What have you got?
Thanks.
Knowledge. Okay, hold on. Here's one. You have stuff that you don't realize what you have. Okay, but first of all, let's try to pick the right time. So, do you know why trucks were invented?
No, go on.
I think this was a fact at one point.
Okay.
And it was to ship cars, because the cars were created somewhere. They needed a bigger vehicle to actually move those. So, I think it has something to do. Or maybe Henry Ford, or he did something or another that has something to do with that when it comes to a bigger vehicle moving other stuff. So I go back to the time when where we can have bigger vehicles.
Oh,
what? I think it's here. Sorry. Pardon me, interruption. To actually invent the actual invent trailers that can haul stuff, and that way we can do shipping a lot better.
If that's 1898.
You would do your own trailers, like your own trailer brand or something.
Yeah, I create the first trucking company, basically. You know what I mean? So where you can get Henry Ford to build, give me a bigger engine. I just think, give me the biggest engine possible, and or even tires.
Alexander Winton was the actual person credited for it, and Winton was a car manufacturer who needed a way to deliver his cars to customers without putting miles on the odometer. He created a car holder by attaching a trailer to the back of a modified car. This was effectively the first semi-trailer, although it could only carry one car at a time.
Wow.
So we would figure out when did diesel came in. So I could go to an engine dude. All right. So here's your oil that we get from whatever country or wherever it does. Okay, and eventually they figured out a way to synthesize it or whatever to run on this particular motor. Because isn't all oil? It could be, depending how you refine it, it could be either motor oil, it could be petroleum, it could be diesel. It all depends on how it is. But if they turned out that, I can't remember exactly. I saw it on TikTok. I'm presuming it was true, but basically oil is it all. You can turn that into something. So anyway, I was like, so have them figure out like what's the best. There's a certain part. No, I don't know this, so I would help him help himself in a way to try to figure this out. Because a diesel is you got a lot more power.
But the thing is, so again, I thought about this, and when you talk about like chemicals, or so how would you refine oil? And I know there's a heat.
Well, they already figured out how to get.
But the oil that they were using was for oil lamps at that point. Now it was to replace the whale oil industry. Refining it at that point there is still way off, I would think. I mean, like when did refined oil come in? I mean,
I know, right?
I'm not. By the way, I'm not going to say how I'm searching this, because I feel like we're bringing this up fucking every week.
As if I'm not going to bring up AI at one point.
Invest in AI.
Yeah, just okay. We all know what to invest in.
Imagine if you could go back with Gemini, though. Fucking hell.
You know what?
Check out my little magic man.
How to become extremely super rich when it comes to billions and billions and billions, and nobody actually knows that you're worth that, is invest in crypto a long time ago, when it was like only pennies per stock.
Well, when it was fresh, no one knew much about it. Yeah.
I would like to be super rich without anybody knowing. Is the thing, you know what I mean?
I would go back and invest if I knew I was investing in the right thing. Because, for me to invest, I wouldn't have a clue. But if I went back and I learned a little few facts that who is good to invest into, I would 100% go and do it.
1851 was the first in Scotland. Was the first commercial oil refinery, and it was for lubricating oil, lamp oil, and oil shale. I don't know what oil shale is, but. And then went on from there, basically. But again, I there's a lot of things where, say for instance, you could say for instance, if there was a military general and he was like, well, okay, so how does an automatic gun work? Well, I understand in principle how it works, but I understand the gas blowback brings back the bolt and does stuff like that, but how that actually works.
How about a steam engine?
Oh, that would be cool. Turn it into a car.
Well, here's the thing. I wouldn't be able to do this by myself. I would hire some people who looks like they're somewhat intelligent.
Where are you getting the money to hire these people, though?
That look like they're intelligent. This is David's plan.
Or I'll go to them and I'll talk to them and say, hey, by the way, let me show you something.
Do you know what you're talking about?
Here's boiling water. All right. Or show them some, even that little helicopter thing. All right. So here's a stick and here's a piece of wood, and then you twist it and you stick it to the piece of wood and then you spin it around with your hands and it flies into the air. These are the ideas that I can do. Let me help you with other stuff too. All right? I don't know exactly how to do them, but I know that they'll exist. Or I know that it is possible. You know what I mean? So maybe I'm not actually paying them anything, and we're all going to help each other out. I'm the idea guy. I'm the Steve Jobs. All right, and you're the Wozniak. All right, so I need your intelligence to create my fantastic ideas. All right, I know will work. That's kind of how I feel like Steve Jobs was. But But yeah, as in like, so I think that's possible. You know what I mean? As in like, but which one did I say? Did I just say? God, my ADHD. Jesus.
Helicopters.
Huh?
Helicopters.
I feel like first thing, making a helicopter the first one might be a bit much. I think a steam-powered helicopter doesn't get off the ground.
This is just to show you that I'm intelligent. This is just to show you that as a like, so they can put trust in me. All right. So now now we're gonna go to these people who look like they're
you can just start spouting little ideas and things like that.
Who would you go to? How would you get to see someone intelligent?
I would Google people of intelligence. That's
not Gemini.
I know, but
okay,
but
I got it.
So you've
go
just
to a university.
Somewhere.
Find a university. Find the closest university. All right, and just have, and maybe you attend some lectures, and then you like, oh, I want to be a science guy, and then you end up being top of your class because you're actually learning some stuff. You know what I mean? And
you know shit. Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Okay, now I think we're getting somewhere. All right. So yeah, definitely the universities, the professors, and you could have a little word with, you can put in some what if scenarios, you know what I mean, and get their brain working, and But yeah.
So you're not giving it away straight away.
If you do, I think bad things would happen.
Doing the bait.
I'll be honest with you.
I was just going to go straight up and be like, "Hey, I'm from the future. I have a mobile phone here. I can show you."
Yeah,
like,
you'd probably get killed. You get put away.
I can calculate.
The government
now.
Government would take you away somehow. They would figure it out. Ooh, yeah. Sorry, it's my wife just says she's going to make friends with people who will be rich later and marry one of them. There we go.
See, the thing is,
I like that idea.
Could she ever love anybody besides me? Sorry.
It's a good call, but then would you know? I mean, like say for instance, if you go back in Victorian times, who would you go and see? I don't really know any. Like,
remember, go to a university
and Queen Victoria, and that's about it.
A university is the only Google available. All right, there'll be knowledge there. All right, and if they don't have that, they don't have the answers. They will have the answers to people who would know, and then maybe that they would have not. Then they would have the answers to. You know what I mean? It's definitely a low.
Go and use the library computers to search.
Yes,
what you need
and
to
then
know.
You go from one to the other. You know what I mean? Maybe you befriend some people, and you end up with more money. There's just maybe the printing press. I think I could create the printing press. All right, or I'd have to have some employees. All right, so the very first printing thing was somebody moving a bunch of different letters onto something and putting them to ink, and then there you go. You got a copy, and then I can start making money. Then, what I mean. And then eventually I'll start to where is a big huge machine and all that kind of stuff. So
what you could just do? You could just go and make illegal money doing that.
Yeah, there we go.
You could literally just make money.
Mm-hmm.
And then put it
one thing I wouldn't be able
to
do is like what in Minecraft where you're digging for iron and bronze and all that. Like I wouldn't know where to go. I wouldn't know what to do. I know to get copper. Is it copper? Or you got to melt some metals together, don't you, to make some other ones? Yeah.
Well, this was like you'd need to make metals, and how would you even make the metals? Like I don't even know how to do
it's coins, isn't it?
I don't know who Robert Peel is. I know there's Sir John Peel who's around here somewhere, or was around here at some point. It's not these. I'd say he's Victorian, so I'd say he's probably dead now. But
probably
there's options. There's definitely options. I think when you get in that predicament, you'll figure it out.
But one thing you got before on day one, you got to tell yourself everything that you're going to be eating and drinking will be rotten compared to what you are eating.
I know, and this is another thing.
You got to boil all the water that you drink. You got to boil it.
Yeah.
All right. You got to sterilize everything. If you're going to the doctor, just tell them right away. By the way, everything. If things aren't sterile, you're making them more sick. So make sure you sterilize all the equipment in the hospital. All right, trust me, you'll get a lot more people surviving and all that kind of. You'll be a lot more less disease or
maybe you should just patent sterilization then and train.
Oh yeah, there you go. You cannot boil a fork. Yeah,
boil it all.
Yeah. So that'd be one of the first things I would do is just make sure, because everything is all food is made with water somehow a little bit. You know what I mean? If the chickens are eating or drinking, I don't know. I'd look into it. All right. Yeah. I'd walk. But, yeah. So yeah, this is our trucking podcast. At least I started talking about
You got some trucks in there at some point.
Yeah, I create the first trucking company. I wouldn't just move cars.
I think you'd be good at that, David.
Stuff.
Yeah, you should definitely do that.
Yeah.
If you have a chance to go back, that's what you should do.
Tires were invented back then as well, or around the same time, wasn't it? No, because they didn't mix.
I wouldn't know how to make a tire.
Rubber.
How do you make it?
Mesh.
How do I make rubber?
Rubber's from a tree, I believe.
Our horses. I hear horses has something to do with rubber. Chloe?
That's glue, I think.
That's their hooves. That's glue.
Oh, is that glue? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, plastic. Invent plastic.
But how? I thought the same thing. How do you make plastic? I think the thing I realized the more I thought about this was how little I actually knew about the world and how fucking stupid
yeah, but I think when you go out, I think you'd figure it out, or you'd have a bit of plastic in your pocket, or something like random bit of rubbish or something, or even your t-shirt that's probably made of plastic. It'd be figured out. You'd melt it down.
All the clothes would suck. It'd be all sort of fucking like itchy woolen shit.
Oh no! Yeah, invent some sort of
silk.
Wool that makes nice
silk
t-shirts.
Is already invented. Yeah.
Toilet roll.
Oh my god, toilet roll. Oh yeah, because the shitting. The shitting was a major. Yeah.
Plumbing. Yeah. There's a lot you can invent. I think you'd have to go out there and just see what works. Whoa.
The toilet. You know what I mean? The actual toilet. Where you have the.
Yeah. See that you could do
to prevent smell.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do. But when you were living in that area, all the ideas would come so quickly to you. Because then you realize,
yeah.
You've watched a film
you go through
called
life
Limitless.
going, I'm not got this. I think so.
What's your question?
There's also one series of it as well, and it was so good.
What show?
It was
Limitless.
a film. It was called Limitless, and it was basically the kind of the thing was that it took this pill called ZXT is what they actually called it.
I have
ZXT.
seen it. It's a very old film.
Yeah. But there was a series that went along with it, and it was it was awesome. But like basically,
Bradley Cooper.
That's it. That's the one.
And I can't remember who the person was in the series, but Bradley Cooper was in the series a little bit as well.
Yeah, the other guy is from a show I used to watch. Damn it, I completely forgot.
But in that, like, he could access everything he ever thought about. So he'd watch like a documentary and he could access that information, or he kind of half read something on a website. So he could access all that information straight away.
Wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So if you went back in time, you just need that drug.
Yeah.
Problem solved.
Yeah, invent that drug that is fictional.
And then go back in time with Gemini and the access to
and make sure it works. Well, no, you wouldn't need Gemini. You'd be Gemini. You just take the drug and just ask yourself a question. I saw a random bit of newspaper.
Yeah.
Checks out. Yeah. All right.
So yeah, this topic went on for a lot longer.
So we're all going to fail when we go back out, basically.
Yeah, we do. Oh my God, it's 58 minutes. Holy shit. Was most of the podcast this fucking stupid topic?
Yes,
possibly.
Absolutely was.
Yes.
Yeah. Usually the very first topic is the stupid one, which ends up into better topics.
Christmas shopping.
But
we did actually.
Yeah. So, Christmas shopping. Christmas. Yeah. How about that? Are you guys? Do you guys? Have you guys been politically corrected when it comes to calling it holidays yet?
What?
Happy holidays, happy Christmas. A lot of people over here are they don't really say the word Christmas. It's all about happy holidays now. Because because Christmas is religious, and a lot of people just. Oh, please tell me you're kidding.
What's Christmas got to do with religion?
What?
Santa lad.
What?
I'm messing. I'm joking.
Oh right, okay. It's believable.
Wasn't it
let's
good?
Be honest.
Yeah. That wasn't bad, Tom. I'll give you that one. I was like, but a lot of kids don't realize. When do kids actually start realizing? The kids who don't grow up with religion. When do they actually start realizing that? As in, like, who's Jesus? What does he have to do with Christmas? Does he give me? Is he Santa Claus? It must be very confusing for them.
Logan's told me about Jesus and God, and I said, I don't believe in it, mate, but that's up to you. That's fine. And then he did like a little hand on hip, all sassy, and went, well, how do you think we're here then? How does that make sense? I'm like, well, where do dinosaurs come from? And he's like, I don't know.
that was a good one.
I think the problem with religion for him his religion doesn't like dinosaurs.
Yeah, and he doesn't understand it really. It's just what he's been told.
Very much like dinosaurs.
Yeah. He's like, I've been told about God and that how we all exist from it. And I'm like, okay, well, that's fine, mate.
Going to
you believe what you want.
And there's like dinosaurs in it, and the first thing I think is Logan. I'm like, fucking Logan will like that. That'd be fucking
Logan
great
will like that,
yeah.
As we look behind your head, Chloe, to all the dinosaur stickers and the dinosaur curtain.
Yeah.
Do you, honestly, there's like giant dinosaurs over there. It's dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs are not a big thing in our household anymore. There was a lot of we have them around the place. They're just scattered. But there's I think it used to be a lot bigger. But now video games have taken over. Super Mario being a big one.
Logan loves that. Pokemon.
And not
Fortnite,
Pokemon.
I'm assuming as well.
No, that's his cousin. Really, he said, "Does he want the poster?" And he went, "Yeah." And he never plays it.
Oh, okay. I was going to say if he wanted to have a game with Fortnite over Christmas, we can.
He probably would actually. He probably actually would. He's played it a little bit, but not properly played it. So yeah, he would. We'll definitely play it.
Okay.
But
we'll
Super Mario Odyssey, Minecraft, and Astrobot. By the way, a lot of people haven't heard of Astrobot, but it got Game of the Year last year.
Did it really? It looks actually pretty good. I've seen it advertised.
Oh, it's my favorite game. I love it so much. We literally have played the crap out of it, and that's not an exaggeration. We have finished it probably, I don't know, like 15 times through, like basically getting most of it. There's 2 levels that are extremely hard to finish, like extremely. If you watch them, you'd understand, and they're just so hard to finish.
Tell you what came up on my TikTok, YouTube Shorts. I was watching this. I was flicking through, and this shopping scene came up, and there was nothing. There was this woman. It was like an apocalypse thing, and she picked up this phone, and loads of trucks turned up. And I'm like, what the fuck is this TV show? All these trucks turned up, and they all started stocking the shelves. And I'm looking at it, and I'm thinking, I looked on the bottom. I was thinking, this is what David was talking about, and more things, and the more I watch these fucking things, I'm like, honestly, this might look like my cup of tea.
It is your cup of tea.
Right up my street is this.
So
that is 100% getting watched this Christmas. It does look very, very good. Kale's just watched Welcome to Derry.
Oh, I've seen that advertised. Look out.
She
I think so.
has raved about it. She said it's one of the best series she's ever watched.
Yeah.
Like she's raved about it. Like, yeah.
What's it about again?
It
sounds familiar.
The origins of it.
Okay.
That's right. Is it even? I think of Derry. I think of Ireland.
Yeah,
but this is Derry in America.
But she said welcome to Derry, and there's a police show. And I'm sure it's called something like Derry or something like that. And I thought she was talking about this Irish police show.
This is about it.
Yeah.
As in like
Stephen King's
I'm not going to watch that then. No, I'm not going to watch that then. I'm good. I've watched all Yellowstone except for the final season 5. Yellowstone is so good.
Isn't it?
I refuse to watch it just simply because there is so much fucking propaganda in it. It's crazy.
There's really a little bit of
Yeah.
There's a lot of shows now that have that kind of stuff. So but I've been watching 19.
Get off my land. This America.
1923 and the other one, 18 something or another. I think it's 1883.
Yeah, I've started watching 1883, which is apparently a little bit more boring. But I'm quite.
It is a little boring, but like it's intense.
Yeah, and then I'm going to watch the Harrison Ford one. Yeah.
We tried watching that Gangland. What's the one with
the Irish guy?
Oh, Gangland.
Pinky Blinders?
Like that. No, it was a modern one, and it's got I can't think what it's fucking called now. It's kind of like a modern gang one. And
that one.
It's on Paramount.
No idea.
I just stopped that subscription. I had too many subscriptions.
Paramount's the only one I've got running still.
Really? Is that
the only one I've got?
I actually cancelled Disney Plus.
Yep.
But
really,
I resubscribed yesterday because Desmond wanted to watch some Marvel movies, and the only one that I actually owned was Endgame. I'm like, you know what? So we watched Endgame, and but he was just like, it was so confusing for him, you know. But so like, you know what? Let's get back to it. And like, it's just, I just love having Disney Plus.
Do you know what I've been using recently?
What?
The illegal one?
It's something I've not used. I've been back on Pirate Bay.
So you're stealing
movies
and TV show. I'm just
too
clarifying.
many subscriptions. It's got to the point where when Netflix came along and stuff like that, and there was a couple of different ones. I did not. I streamed everything. It was perfect because I could just click a few buttons. It was there on my computer. It was there on my phone. It was there wherever I wanted it to be. It was everything I could possibly want. It was that thing when you were pirating, you thought I wouldn't mind paying to be able to just watch like a subscription or something. And I even thought that back then, but now there's so many of them, and they're so expensive, and the prices are going up and up and up and up. You cannot possibly you just couldn't do it. I mean, 1 second, let me just let's have a quick AI of this. So we're both on our phones, David. Chloe, you can just
I'm looking. There's a certain app that my friend made me download. I can't remember what it's called. I haven't really used it. I did download it on my TV and my phone, but I keep forgetting it even exists. But it's basically where you can stream any show you want, as well as any
Cartoon HD is on my phone.
Yeah.
And then there's another one called G Stream, and you can get loads of films and stuff from that.
Yeah, but I can't remember what the app now is called. But I know it. But it shares everything that he has on his computer and on my computer, so you can stream it to the TV. Huh? Plex.
That's the Plex. One. Yeah.
Plex. There we go. Yeah. Plex. Yeah. So I haven't actually used it, but I looked through his library and stuff. I was like, yeah, I don't know. I just don't have a lot of time. I really do. Back in the day, I had a lot more time to watch this kind of stuff.
£82.85 in the UK for all of them. That's for Netflix. This is for the standard ad-free version. $12.99 for Netflix, $8.99 for Disney Plus.
Sheesh.
I thought Disney Plus was more than that, but I don't know if it was.
Netflix is only £4.99 for
Disney
me.
Plus and Hulu are the same thing now over here.
Yes,
I tried just getting Disney Plus, but no, that's not even an option anymore. You have to get Hulu with it, and it's like, okay. And of course, I'm going to opt in for the no ads. I can't do ads. I can't. That's something I'm willing to pay for.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got Amazon Prime, Apple TV, Paramount Plus, Discovery Plus, Now Entertainment, and BBC license fee, which we don't pay the license fee because the TV isn't fucking plugged into anything. We're not paying a license fee. We don't watch bloody BBC stuff.
Does that actually matter anymore?
Yeah, technically they can do you for it. But like, I mean, even if because they come to your house and shit.
I've seen videos. You know,
so yeah. I would record them if they came to the house because I have heard they could be shysters for it and say that you denied them access. But like I'd let them come in and say, hey, that's not a problem. You can see it's not plugged into anything, but you'll record them. We're going through some legal stuff at the moment with the house and damp and shit like that, and that they've stated, and I think now, if you've got people coming around to your house and it has any potentials for anything, I do think you should fucking record it now. You have to record everything because people just fucking lie. And it's such a shame because I know a lot of people who are coming around probably get sick of people recording them. And it's not a thing where you're like, all right, because you do watch a lot of these people online where they're going out to try and fucking find a fight. And that's not what you're trying to do. It's just for legal reasons, and it's just shit. Like really, like you have to do stuff like that. But yeah.
All right. So right now, I do believe my kid is settled down. So now is the best time to do the live version of Facts of Wife.
Yes, mate. Fucking
Bring
yes.
it.
I'm down for it.
All right.
Wait, though. Only thing is, we might have to think of a new name for this because is this the same as what it was last week?
What do you mean?
As in, like,
I don't know.
You did the Christmas things. No, I think
I
it's
don't know.
different.
She basically just spent the last hour coming up with fake facts. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and leave it to you guys, and I'm going to listen on the sidelines because of that's just the best way to do it. Because I didn't really think of it, and I really should have a new setup so I can actually be part of this, and she can be part of it. So anyway, for now, for next week, we'll definitely figure it out. But we will. Anyway, here you go.
Passing over. I like the Christmas jumper as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, the Christmas jumper is definitely good.
Yeah, you know, it's slouchy and warm. Sorry. Pull up some facts, and it's gonna be Christmas.
Perfect. Love it.
Okay, yeah, I'm done.
Okay. And I can't remember if I've done these in the past because I know I've done Christmas facts, and
that's good because
I tried to weed the ones that
we won't remember.
I think I've done that before, but
we will not remember.
All right. So when do you think the first artificial tree dates back to?
Oh shit.
See, the fact that you're asking this question makes me think it must be a lot earlier than what we were expecting. But then artificial tree, because it's plastic. Tree. Or is it plastic?
It'll be World War.
Not necessarily.
Or something. Would it be World War?
It must be like fucking. It has to be some. It's between what. It's about one of the world wars in that.
I'm going 1921. I don't know if that's a World War date. I'm just going with that one.
It's right after.
I'll go with
that
1930.
Might be accurate.
I think it's somewhere around about then.
Okay.
It's the early 1800s in Germany. They were made from dyed goose feathers attached to wires. Yeah, super. I didn't expect that. Okay, so in the same vein, when do you think tinsel was invented?
Tinsel.
You were close. I'm having an orgasm.
That's going to be later, surely.
No. I think it's going to be earlier.
Or do you think it's before?
I'm going to be saying, I reckon it's like the late 1700s or some shit. Because if they can make it out of like feathers and stuff, then it must be something like it was made out of leaves. Because tinsel's only shiny now, but it doesn't necessarily have to have been shiny. Like it's pine. Like they could have it of pine cones and all sorts of stuff. So like, what am I going to say? Late 1700s.
Okay, I'm going to go early 1700s then.
I feel like it's really
even earlier than both of you.
No,
1610
really?
In Nuremberg, Germany. And at one point in history, it was made out of real silver.
Oh,
really?
At one point, also, the U.S. government banned it because it used to contain poisonous lead.
Yep, that checks
That's
out.
Good for you.
Yeah, because everything at
right.
some point contained lead, and the only thing I'm surprised about that is the fact that the US banned it. Because normally when there's something horrifically toxic, they're like, "Yeah, I'll be fine. They're making money on it.
Just
Go on, lads. Go on. You'll be fine."
But plastic's so popular.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Christmas wasn't a big thing.
All the water pipes.
Ooh, yeah. Don't talk about that. It is interesting, like in the research and doing for the facts, like Christmas was like banned at one point in, I think it was in Boston or in Massachusetts. Like,
wow,
it was like in the 1800s because they're like, yeah, it's just celebrations.
How dare you?
How dare you? It was an offense. How dare
you be fucking happy?
It was an offense to like Jesus,
work.
really.
Well, your thing's more of the Thanksgiving though, isn't it? That's more of the thing for you guys though.
It is a bigger thing here.
Yeah.
It's not a holiday for you guys, but
no. Whereas it's more the thing. Yeah.
You know what? Speaking of Thanksgiving, what is a famous Christmas song that was originally made for Thanksgiving?
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Good guess.
I can't think of anything else.
It's
not going to be something with Christmas in it, is it?
It's not going to be White Christmas.
No.
Mariah Carey song. No, that's Christmas song.
That's definitely Christmas.
I don't know. You're probably right on your one, Tom. To be honest,
I didn't honestly. I didn't know there was any Thanksgiving songs. I know that sounds stupid
because it's a Christmas song now.
No, there aren't any Thanksgiving songs. This song is now considered a Christmas song. It was later changed to it's a Christmas song, but originally, Jingle Bells was a Thanksgiving song.
Fuck off!
Really?
What?
It's mad.
Wow.
Yeah.
I would never have guessed that one.
That's honestly, if you'd done like a multiple choice and you'd had it on there, Jingle Bells will probably be the last one on the list.
Yeah, because it's Jingle Bells.
Yeah, there's no way I'd have guessed
such a Christmas song, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, it is now, but when you think about the lyrics, there's nothing particularly Christmas. Thanksgiving's in November.
Bells.
It's still.
I think Santa has bells on him and shit.
Well, now he does.
Yeah, but
it
does got it because of that. Yeah.
Well, we'll get into. I'll get into Santa facts at some point. Okay, so what were the first ornaments? Like what things did people put on trees in like the late 17th century? So late 1600s,
surely,
like the original ornaments.
It must be like they must have put like pine cones on there. I can't imagine that. Well, no, you know what? They would have put candles on there as well. I bet you'll put candles.
I bet they put
fire safety.
Something like dead birds and hung them.
Ooh, I like that answer.
Okay.
In animal parts.
Two people independently went animal parts. I'm having an orgasm in the chat. Also went animal parts.
Yeah, but I'm thinking like some of the birds, they're quite pretty with the feathers. They're little. You just hang them by the neck.
And there's ornaments that are birds now.
Yeah.
It was fruits.
It's not right though. Fruits,
apples, pears, and oranges.
That does make more sense. Actually.
Pears.
Is that why oranges are given as a gift?
Probably.
Clementines. Yeah, I get
now. It's
in my stockings.
Chocolate oranges. Way better.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get some of them.
It's not Terry's. It's mine.
Okay. So, can you guess why? Do you know why candy canes are shaped the way that they are?
Oh, it'd be like beating orphans or something like that. I mean, it was olden times.
It's going to be something
and
bad,
it'll have been a good way for like when an orphan and that you're beating, like really hard, they try to escape, and then you've got the hooks to kind of grab them by the neck and then beat them more.
So they were really giant candy canes.
Oh yeah.
Is it something to do with shepherds? Because they've got like shepherd hooks and that.
Very good. Yes. It's like it's a shepherd hook. 1670, a German choir master asked a local confectioner to shape the candy into shepherd's hooks, or something resembling a shepherd's hook, and because shepherds came to visit Jesus when he was born.
Yeah.
And he used them to help keep the choir boys content during long practices. So you're kind of close there, Tom. Like there's like an element of.
Tom's fine.
I mean, I don't think he was using them to beat them. I think he was using them to shut them up.
I was not thinking that's where that was going.
I knew exactly where you were going.
He used them to keep the choir boys quiet
and content.
That honestly, that sounds like he was a bit of a Savile. If I'm honest with you, that sounds like some Savile talk.
Not. It wouldn't be surprising, is it? Would it?
No.
Yeah.
The one thing I've learned is never send your son to be a choir boy because only bad things can happen.
Now I'm going to think candy canes are done by a priest.
Have you ever heard a story of someone? He was a choir boy, and then he turned out great. There was no problems.
Why would anybody tell a story about like I was a choir boy and my life is great? Like you're not going to hear that story though.
You don't, and there's a good reason behind it. It's because it's a fucking terrible thing to do. Don't send your kids to be a choir boy.
Don't let them go to church alone.
Yeah. See, we're learning things.
David was in a choir.
He was in a choir. Yeah,
that explains a lot.
Yeah.
All right. Going somewhere else. So in Japan, what's their favorite like Christmas holiday meal?
Be fish.
It
has to be fish.
Squid. Duck.
It's a famous chain.
Chain?
KFC.
Chain restaurant. KFC.
Yes, I know this one. Like, KFC is really popular at Christmas for some reason.
So in 1974, KFC aired a popular ad for Christmas, and it started this tradition in Japan that like KFC is like the go-to like restaurant.
So they have KFC on Christmas?
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like a great idea.
Fucking nailing it.
Why am I not doing that?
Absolutely fucking nailing it.
I'm literally going to go ring up my family and be like, right, it's stuffed Christmas dinner that you've all organised and we're going to cook. I don't care how much money you spend, we're getting KFC.
I think they tried to do the same thing here and it didn't work.
There's KFC stuffing one, isn't there, as well? You can get a Christmas one.
KFC at one point was open on Christmas Day here.
Oh.
And I remember there being adverts. And I just don't think anyone turned up because I'm sure there was an advert and like it was like the oven's broken. Let's go to KFC or something like that.
Really?
And
they just expected everyone was going to turn up. See, if I'd known that, I would have totally turned up.
Like having Chinese food is a big tradition for a lot of Americans because that's one of the only restaurants open would be like your local Chinese, and the Christmas Story. I don't know if anybody's seen it. It's very American, but they end up at a Chinese restaurant on Christmas because it's the only thing that's open.
Wow.
By the way, have you guys actually seen A Christmas Story?
I don't know. It's a film.
Yeah.
There's one channel over here in America that plays that 24 hours
Christmas
for one
Eve.
particular day.
On Christmas Eve.
A Christmas Story?
A Christmas Story, yeah. Little Ralphie. He wants a BB Ryder gun. Ryder BB gun.
We're going to go and watch Home Alone at the cinema this week.
I love Home Alone.
We watched that this morning.
Yeah. It's on at the cinema. We've got like a local cinema that does like they've got. They don't have any normal chairs. They're all like proper. Like you press a button, and like it kind of goes back, and it's got like fucking like leather, super comfortable. But they have all these showings. We were late to. What was one with Tom Hanks where he was on a train and there was
Polar
hot chocolate?
Express.
And basically they were doing where you have to go in your pajamas and watch Polar Express and they were giving out hot chocolates and stuff like that. And they were doing like an evening, but we were a bit too late for it.
They do that over here. There's like they do like an old steam train. I know I really nailed that. You go on an old steam train and you
was thinking
do
that
the same
too.
thing.
I see like adverts for like a train they do up as the Polar Express and you get to go for a ride. Yeah, this is what
Logan went last year. He absolutely loved it. Really
We were just saying last night we've never seen Polar Express. Neither of us.
Have you not? Seen it. Oh, you have to get the boys watching it.
All right.
It's actually quite good.
I will
Without
say,
kids, it's not great.
There is only one Christmas film that everyone should watch this year.
Elf.
Home Alone. Elf.
No. Violent Night.
Oh my god.
I still love that film. That is absolutely my Christmas edition.
It was good one
Die
time.
Hard.
I enjoyed watching it once.
No.
I wouldn't
this
watch
year
it again.
David Harbour is fucking amazing. I will not hear anything else. I love David Harbour. I cannot wait for the second one.
There's going to be a second one?
Yes.
Are you just making that up?
Nope. Let me just double check this because there was definitely stuff about it.
Come on. Search quicker. Have you not?
We're watching you. We're waiting.
I know. Go on then. Next one.
All right. When was the first Christmas celebrated? What year?
I suppose reminding everybody that this is the celebration of the birth of Jesus.
Yes.
So we're going to have to go with 0044.
He would have died in 33 AD.
33. Sorry, what did I say? 44.
So they started celebrating within a year or two?
Yeah.
They started celebrating. Okay.
No. It's like, it must have been like 1700. Because it was only when they invented Jesus that they started doing it all. And they were like, yeah, it was like 1,000 years ago.
I'm going to change my answer.
Jesus was invented a lot earlier than that.
336. AD.
He's looking over my
shoulder. Yeah,
336.
Next year, Violent Night 2.
Oh my god.
Oh, there you go.
Next year. Okay. What year? Sorry?
Yeah, 336.
336.
It doesn't say it here, but
early.
I'm fairly certain that's around the time that they like codified the Bible. So they went through all of the different like apostles and people who wrote about Jesus and decided which ones are going in the Bible, which weren't. Like they didn't put like Mary Magdalene's or Thomas. Because Thomas was a little he got a little crazy with the resurrection stuff. But
So there's more to the Bible. There's more stories.
Yeah, there's more books of the Bible. Like they're just writings of like all the people who are around him. You know, that's why there's a lot of the same stories over and over. Huh?
There's Bible outtakes.
Yeah.
Is it?
So, like,
do you have to
you
get,
can't
like,
have a woman in the Bible,
Blu-ray?
so Mary, no.
Oh,
you have to get the Blu-ray edition with all of the extra stuff to get the bonus content.
yeah, the bonus content, special
if the Bible
extended
was written
edition.
Now, which everybody who has cell phones and recording everything. So a lot of the stuff that was in the Bible probably was kind of a story of their own, what they think happened.
I mean, it is a bunch of like all the books, like they have the same Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. There's like the same story, just told from a slightly different perspective.
Okay. I've never read the
Is that
Bible.
how that works?
I've not completed it.
Because we did the whole Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John thing in school, and I just didn't have a clue what it was. It was like, whatever, this is what we're doing now.
I did read the whole Bible.
Did you?
You read
just
the
like
Bible?
for my
Wait.
Yeah.
Who was the one who did it at the end?
who done it?
Yeah.
The Romans.
The Romans.
Judas.
I shouldn't really have asked because I've been meaning to read it all the way through myself. But
Judas sold him out, and then Pontius Pilate said, "Fuck that guy."
They'll bring out a Netflix series soon, I'm sure.
We need to get rid of this cult leader fast. I mean, fair enough.
Yeah, that checks out.
Also, they think that Jesus was born in the spring, not the winter.
So. Didn't know that was a thing.
I didn't know he was winter anyway.
I'm fairly certain. Like the having it in winter is because the Romans like celebrated Saturnalia in the winter. They had a tree and gift giving, and so they just kind of took over that holiday. They said like, okay, instead of doing this, we're just gonna like infiltrate this holiday. We're gonna change it. We're gonna put like some Christian stuff on top of it, and so that people are already celebrating it, and they can just like slightly change it until it becomes what it is today. Same thing with Easter. Okay. Easter that's a pagan holiday, and they just put Jesus' story in there. That's where they're
just lumped it all in.
Mm-hmm. It's a smart way to take over like territories, is like use their own religion and traditions, and just like put your own.
I went to a Church of England school, and I'll be honest with you, most of the things that I learned about like Jesus and all of the God stuff was from, what was that film with Tom Hanks where he had to go and find like the Mary Magdalene stuff, and it was like the thing of
Da Vinci Code.
Yeah. So Da Vinci Code and Bruce Almighty. And genuinely, that's like the most I learned about.
I like Bruce
religion.
Almighty.
Yeah, have you ever watched Evan Almighty? That gets very preachy.
I quite liked it though.
Preachy. I kind of liked it, but it was very preachy.
Yeah, it was good.
I didn't see that one. All right. So we'll go on to the original Santa Claus. Do you know anything about like
Saint Nicholas? I know he's called Saint
Nicholas.
Chris Kringle?
And he was a Viking warrior who was on the battlefield. And
Saint Nicholas?
This is
he's on about Silent Night right now.
No,
Violent Night.
This is Violent Night.
Violent Night, sorry.
He looked awesome, and he had a hammer that he killed people with.
I'm having an orgasm. Shh. Ruining my facts. That was where I was going next. So yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I think that was one of the most famous
You'll know that one in a minute.
And the reason he looks the way he does today with a red suit is because of Coca-Cola and an ad they did in the 1930s, 1931. The like image of like that happy plump Santa, that is a Coca-Cola ad. That is where we get it from.
So what does he look like originally then? Does he look like a blue Jesus?
I think it was, wasn't it?
I don't know. He wasn't wearing a red suit, and I don't think he was like a jolly happy man. But he did give all of his all of his inheritance to the poor and needy. So that's where the generosity.
So he's a bit like a Robin Hood kind of dude.
And like where we get the name is from the Dutch Sinterklaas.
Okay.
So that turned into Santa Claus.
Yeah, but we don't really need to talk about the Dutch because they're, let's be honest, not great with some of their Christmas traditions. Some of their Christmas traditions are,
Tell me more. I don't know anything.
What you want about?
How about that the blackface that they have people because Santa has black helpers.
What?
It's bad. You need to Google this shit later. Just look up Dutch Christmas traditions, and I can't remember what it's called, but it is fucking wild. Dutch people have not gone woke yet. That is for certain. Black Pete, that's it. Black Pete, fucking Black Pete. It's
problematic.
Oh, no. It's straight up racist. Problematic is something This is... Just Google this now. Right? Both of you search Black Pete right now and go and have a look at this because it is crazy.
Really?
Yes.
And so everyone in their trucks right now, you searched this shit.
It's so bad.
Oh dear.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
What the hell is this? Is this a film?
No,
I can't keep looking at this.
This is a tradition in
That's upsetting.
How is this still a thing?
Oh, this is very much still a thing. And Black Pete comes out and it's like
Isn't this like the Gollywog dude?
Oh yeah, it's real bad.
I bet this gets more popular every year because people feel like, hey, it's a tradition. I can do blackface now, and
wow,
what?
It's not racist. It's tradition.
How has this not been a? Oh my god! Wow. Okay, that's something new. That's something to Google later.
I feel like I've just out facts of wife. It's a beautiful moment for me.
That was good.
You're not by the microphone enough.
All right.
I have fully derailed this shit.
No, that's okay. I just have to move on because I have to get that image out of my head. Okay, so just like with Coca-Cola and like this marketing ploy and like how it's affected like what we see today, what's another like famous Christmas character that was originally just like a marketing thing?
I'm guessing Rudolph, but he's
Frosty the Snowman.
Frosty the Snowman.
Rudolph. So why does his nose glow red? What glows? No. Because his nose glowed red, and there has to be a reason for that. So this must be like a marketing thing, like maybe like a phone that has a light on it, or something. There's like something glowed, and they were like, oh yeah, one of the reindeers also got a nose that glows because that's like what we do. Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah.
I don't know why his nose is red.
So are these existing characters, but something has changed because of marketing?
No. So Rudolph was created by a copywriter for Montgomery Ward, this previously famous department store, in 1939. And then he wrote it into a children's story that could be given out to promote the store. And it was a huge hit. It sold a bunch of stuff. So like 2.4 million copies in the first year.
Holy shit.
Which, in 1939, that's like pretty good going.
Crazy, yeah.
And and then in 1949, Gene Autry recorded the song, and like the rest is history. Rudolph was almost named Rollo or Reginald.
I like Rollo.
I would have loved Reginald.
Good old Reggie. And all like the other reindeer like had other names in the past. Flossy, glossy, racer, pacer, scratcher, feckless, reedy, steady, and fireball.
Feckless. That's fantastic.
I know, right?
Is that real? I'm Googling that. That's amazing. Really?
I'm naming my child after a reindeer. Which one's it? What have we got? Oh, feckless. That works.
Feckless.
I think Rolos are still a thing.
Yeah.
The last Rolo? Is it the last Rolo
yeah.
you give to somebody you love?
Oh,
Yeah.
I love Rolos. Feckless the reindeer. Oh my god, it is as well. Oh, that's so cool. Feckless and Speckles.
What country has a postcode, a special postcode for Santa?
The North Pole.
Ireland.
What did you say, Chloe?
Well, I said the North Pole, but
The North Pole. Okay.
No, it must be like
Lapland,
Sweden
Aaron
or
says.
like. Is it Sweden?
Oh yeah, he's
Or
meant
is
to
it
be in
Finland?
Lapland, isn't he?
Which one's it?
Sweden.
It's Finland, is it?
What was the question?
The UK.
What country has a special Santa postcode?
It's probably going to be something like Scotland.
You're meaning as in like, so if are going to be...
If a kid writes a letter to Santa, they put in this postcode, and it'll go to Santa.
Yeah, I still think it's
so.
Ireland.
People are saying UK, so I'm guessing there must be like a special one in the UK.
I mean, there very well might be, but it's Canada. And it started because like when they'd get like a ton of letters from kids.
So, Craftsman Phil has put UK up. And he works for the post office. So if he's saying it,
it probably does exist.
I would say
that's
that
probably
the UK
a UK version.
Okay, so maybe
well.
the first people that did it were the Canadians, and it was
probably,
just that the all the kids send in their letters, and then some very nice postal workers wrote back to them, and then it's just like a really big thing. So they created this postcode, and it's HOH-OHO. So ho ho ho.
I like it.
That's amazing.
Phil, what is the one for the UK? I'm guessing you already know it. I do know about NORAD because, like, NORAD, something happened, and then NORAD started getting.
NORAD's got a website. Have you seen that one?
Because I think something had happened, and then NORAD started getting inundated with calls about Santa, and now they've got like a special phone number and like apps and fucking websites and everything.
Yeah, go on their website. You can follow Santa.
Apparently, they're sent to Ireland.
Oh,
interesting.
So random. Okay.
Any guesses as to why mistletoe? It's like you kiss under the mistletoe. Like why that symbol kind of exists? Like it's a kissing symbol.
I'm sure I know this one, but I can't remember it.
I imagine that the fumes that come from the mistletoe made people very horny, and they just couldn't help themselves, but just had to kiss somebody underneath there.
Do you guys ever watch Futurama?
Yes.
Oh, I love Futurama. There's one of my favorite jokes of any TV.
I hope this has something to do with mistletoe, because this is one weird segue.
So there's this robot Santa that's like trying to kill everyone.
Yes.
And so Fry and Leela are under this mistletoe, and he's got this fucking one-liner, and it will stay in my brain for the rest of my life. And he goes, "Your mistletoe's no match for my toe missile," and then aims a toe missile, and I just fucking love it. There's nothing. That joke.
I have seen that episode.
That joke gets me every fucking time. It is perfection. Absolute fucking perfection. No notes. You cannot do better.
Not really
than that
got
joke.
much to do with mistletoe, though, has it?
I feel like it does. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm having an orgasm says the UK postcode is XM45HQ, which looks like Xmas HQ.
Oh, that's clever.
Oh my god, it
clever.
does. It was
clever.
only when you said that I noticed this. That's so
That's
fucking
a clever
cool.
one, that is. That's a good one.
Okay, mistletoe. It's a ancient symbol of fertility and virility, and the Druids thought it was an aphrodisiac. Here's the Missel thrush birds eat the plant's berries, digest the seeds, and then help the plant germinate with their droppings. So the Germanic word for mistletoe literally means dung on a twig.
Nice.
You're welcome.
Sounds really good. I like that.
I guess the thing is, I guess like
want to make out
Christmas time is like the time that people were making babies back in the past, and then that way it was in the harvest season that you were having the baby. Yeah.
I mean, very possible. Like, you do see it, the babies being born in a lot of
isn't it?
Certain times of the year because like people have time off. Like they're not in the fields, they're not working a lot. They have like the
time to do
How about
shit.
for health reasons? Like, I'm sure there's a certain part of the year where babies survive a lot more because of the temperature outside. So people would make sure that they did the business at a certain time because they knew.
I kind of thought crops and stuff like that was like there was a lot more crops because like you were harvesting everything, so you could like feed like babies and all that shit,
or feed the mothers that feed the babies. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess, but like it depends if it was a boy. I think the women just got beat still at that point there. Fuck off. It's less than a thumb. You're fine.
Wow. Yeah, that's why I pass on your question. Going back in time, I'll pass.
Yeah.
As a woman, I'm good. I'm good being poor in the present day.
Gemma wasn't here as well because that wouldn't have worked out well for him.
Yeah, no, he's like, nah, I'm good. I'm happy to be poor where I am. Still better.
Past was the worst.
Not great.
Yeah.
Not great.
What country gives the tree for Trafalgar Square?
Norway. Is it not? It's a gift. Is it not?
It's a gift. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. I don't have like a fun story on it, but
it's just a cool little fact. Yes.
Last one.
Okay.
How many states in the US grow Christmas trees? Like Christmas tree farms? Like how many states grow them?
See, now there's no way this is just your last question because there must be a follow-up question and it's going to throw us. As not, I thought you were going to say, I thought the next question was going to be what state grows the most and what state is like.
I mean, I could tell you the ones that grow the most, but
okay. And I was just thinking it's going to be something like Texas, something that you wouldn't expect, or like
no, it's the ones you expect.
Florida,
Oregon, Washington, California, like some of the bigger ones. Some of the
I'm
going to
say all the states.
Oh, I mean, it's probably likely all of them, though, isn't it? They're all going to be able to grow trees.
But the problem is there's quite a lot. There's a lot of little ones at the very top, isn't there? Like all the fucking the ones around New York and.
How many?
You think they grow them in Hawaii? Christmas trees in Hawaii?
41
states.
I guess
I'm
going
wrong.
With.
No, I'm just asking.
You reckon almost
yes,
all
they grow.
of them?
They grow.
Yeah, I reckon almost all of them. 41.
I'm going to say 30.
No, David was right. It's all 50.
Oh, wow.
I didn't expect that at all. I wouldn't have thought that some of the hotter states would grow evergreen trees, but
no,
they do.
Arizona's
hot, man.
All of them. New Mexico. Yeah.
Because some of them are just deserts, are they not?
Yeah.
California.
I mean, deserts still have like rain and snow, just less. It gets very cold in Arizona. It gets very cold in a lot of deserts. It's just there's not much moisture.
Yeah.
But I think
wow.
Oh yeah.
I didn't expect all of them. I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't expect that at all.
No.
But David ruined it. So
sorry,
David.
Way to guess my
everything.
facts.
He cheated, didn't he?
This week, David ruins everything.
So, and I would like to remind everybody that if they send an email to factsofwife.jatp@gmail.com, they can send their own facts. And if you want them to be read aloud, by all means, that'll be, So they actually, everyone.
Is that a real one?
Always been a thing,
guys.
No, that's actually only to last week. You don't know this, but when I edited the podcast last week, I added a little thing afterwards saying,
really?
I created an email. And so go to factsofwife.jatp@gmail.com. And we will
Read your facts out next time we have Facts of Life.
I will weed the herd. I'm not just doing any facts.
It's got to be a good
guys.
one.
No, it will be every fact. I'm sorry.
See you later. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right. Do we have any trucking talk? Since this is a trucking podcast and all that kind of stuff.
No.
I hit a tree the other day.
Ooh. Were you in a truck, or did you walking by it and you just didn't like to look at a tree and you hit it?
No, I went to the depth of Dartmoor with my lorry, and obviously my lorry's very tall, isn't it, when it's got a giant 40-yarder on? And then it was in the middle of nowhere in this big foresty area, and then I had to put my sheet over the top, and then driving out was fine, but because it's so high, you can't see in your mirror. And then I had to reverse out the way for another lorry, and I reversed, and I couldn't see the top of my lorry, and kadung, it smacked into a tree, like a full-blown tree. The bottom of my lorry's fine, but it completely destroyed my sheeting system, which meant I was off the road for over a week, which meant I was being a workshop employee, learning random tricks of the trade. Yay!
There you go.
So,
did you get dinged? Did you have it on your record now that you hit something?
No, they didn't give a shit.
Cool.
They just went,
I wish my
don't do it again.
Give a shit.
I was like, cool.
Every accident that we have gets put onto a national database, so it's not just your company who
really.
Your company reports it to this thing.
My tree couldn't answer back. Let's be honest, but yeah, go on.
Well, yeah, but your company, the inanimate objects that I've hit didn't report it either. It was my company.
It was the company that reports it. That would suck, man.
Yeah,
I know if you have accidents here,
or something like that.
It affects your insurance here now, doesn't it? It affects your insurance, like your own private insurance and that. There you go. Tom, have you had any accidents recently? You normally do.
I've not even seen the inside of a fucking truck. What's a truck look like?
Watch one of those.
we have a crazy wind there a few days ago. The wind at nighttime was just like kind of scary, and like all the pine, because I've got like 450 foot pine trees in my front yard, and the pine cones that was just coming down like it was raining. It was kind of scary, and all of a sudden I hear a huge crash, and one of the big branches came flying off and hit my shed. So it put a little ding in the shed. So I was kind of looking.
Oh, no.
I opened up the blinds and I was looking outside, and I could see flashes, and I was like, lightning. I'm like, when's lightning green? That's weird. What the hell's going on? All these flashes, there was green. Turns out there were a bunch of transformers that were getting blown up because of down power lines and all that kind of stuff.
No.
So that was kind of weird looking out, because I just thought it was lightning. Maybe it was just reflecting off something. I don't know. I saw flashes because it was very windy, like crazy amount of wind. But there was an absolute, like, looking outside on the what's it called, in the morning, just tree limbs everywhere. My lawn was completely covered. My roof has just got so much on it and everything. And everyone else's, just around the corner there was a tree that fell over, and it's got to be like 100-foot tree, and it just fell on top of a bunch of what's it called, rails, fences, and all that kind of stuff between two houses.
Wow.
And it's just so I did go by it, and it was like, that's a pretty big hole, I was like, it was crazy. It was just like a disaster area, nothing compared to the other disaster areas that you see around the country. This is just for us.
But
we don't get the word.
Isn't the silence the next day the weirdest thing? There's a calm, and it's very strange.
It was quiet. I always find it fascinating after a snowstorm how ridiculously quiet it is. Like, I remember getting stuck one time in downtown Portland, and in my car now, all right, or my pickup truck, I suppose, and the road, nothing was moving. Like, you could exit, and eventually it was stopped so much. I thought I could kind of like wean my way through the city just to get to the other side. Turns out I couldn't. And I just ended up parking. And when I got out of my car and I parked, it was silence. Cars everywhere, but it was just silence. It's like the snow was deadening the sound. Maybe that's a thing. I don't know, because how sound travels and all that kind of stuff.
I think it would be, yeah.
But it was just I became extremely calm because I was stressing out because I'm in a car. We're only moving 1 foot every bloody every 15 minutes, kind of thing. That's what it felt like. But it was like walking was faster. It was crazy. And then I I jumped onto the public transportation, and I made it over to my girlfriend in Beaverton, she's my current wife now. But yeah, it was just it was fascinating. And then just looking at the freeways on the way to her house, cars just abandoned. It was absolutely, they're like, spun out of control. All those cars that are there are cars that thought that they could handle it, because you see a lot of pickup trucks. You'd see a lot of vehicles that look like they should handle it, but they couldn't. You know, and everybody who crashes is somebody who thought that they were okay, thought that they were good enough to drive in snow. Do you ever think about that? All those people who were in ditches there and crashing, they thought that they could drive in the snow too.
I thought that the first time I drove in snow, and I was a truck driver, and I went, I'll be fine. And then I put the brakes on going downhill and just started sliding and went, really? I don't know what I'm doing. And then I realized I had to come off the brake, and then I was fine.
There was one time, I don't know if I hit a car or not. I really don't. So I'm going through a city. I'm going through a town. All right. And it's icy. It's definitely icy. I don't have any chains or any of that kind of stuff on, because I was like, I wanted to be, I was always the last person back then to actually put chains on, because you don't get paid to do it. And I sucked at doing it. And why would I spend an hour why would I make the hardest day part of my day, and that I don't get paid for putting chains on? But I'm going through the town, and I noticed that if every time I slightly touched the brakes, I'd see the tail end of my truck kind of drift towards the parked cars. And I was like, but then as soon as I let off the brake, it just follows me right back again, perfectly. It was just because the brakes were different than because there was so many brakes. So it was like it was a 4-axle truck, so you had that's quite a lot of braking going on, And but I did hit the brake before that a few times, but maybe I hit a car and I didn't even realize it. I just don't know, because every time I hit the brake, it would drift towards those cars. There was one time I got like, oh, whoa, But it was very educational experience though, as in, like, it was because a lot of the times the roads are not perfectly flat; they're kind of tilted a little bit, so the water drains off and go, and so that happens a lot, even on freeways. If you're on a freeway and there's a bit of a turn, the road actually does tilt. It banks like and. So when you're in stop and go traffic in the ice and the snow, that's the scariest thing, is being on that, and you have to hit your brakes, because that you're going to be your truck will actually drift towards the left, or if you're banking to the left or whatever, right? If that was the case, I would make sure I kind of hover on the shoulder, and this is the one time where I would actually use my engine brake to slow me down a little bit, because that only controls the truck brakes. Well, the truck slows down, so that was one of the very few times that I was like, okay, I'm just going to only try to use my engine brake to slow down, because I'm in stop and go. It's stop. You know what I mean? If I'm driving at regular speed in the ice and the snow, okay, yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to use my engine brakes. I'm going to use all the brakes, because that way you're even. But it's just on those when you're only crawling and when you're empty. No, that's. So it's just watching all the other trucks do it too. It was just crazy. I didn't actually see any accidents, but I did see a lot of trucks who were empty. You could tell if they're empty, because if they're sliding, they're empty. I always hated
no weight
empty.
On the ground at all.
God, driving empty is so scary. Even with the wind. You know what I mean? The amount of times it just blows you. And I don't know. It's just one of those things. Driving empty.
I'll be honest with you, I've never really had this issue before. Like I only did curtains, which are very light trailers, for a short period. The rest of it, everything else I've had has been heavy stuff. So it's either been flatbeds or low loaders, or it's been tippers or walking floors, all stuff that are quite heavy, and like they just don't react in the winds. Like normally, like especially in the tipper, like people used to come and like hide alongside you. If you're in like high wind sections, like they're gonna like come and sit alongside you to try and protect themselves from the wind.
Yeah. Same with Ro-Ros, really, except when you got a 40 and it's a big empty thing, it's quite a bit of a gust that can take you out.
Yeah. I told you about in Southern California, in certain areas in the San Bernardino County area. I was driving through it one time, and I think I counted 15 to 20 semi trucks tipped over on their side.
Jesus Christ.
And they were all empty. You know what I mean? I was just, I basically called my boss saying, I'm not grabbing this empty trailer. Because a lot of times I'd be just driving around the cities, picking up empty trailers and bringing them somewhere else so they could, get them preloaded or whatever. I could that was like half my job, was running around bobtailing over to places just to get an empty trailer. But didn't do that at that time. But anyway. So anyway, Tom, you had your topic. Did I have a topic? I think we have facts of life. I think we're good, Tom. If you want to wrap it up,
let's wrap it up
with that one.
I think we've done really well as well. Like bloody 2 hours. Why is this such bad echo? They're very.
My butt really hurts as well because I'm sat on this stupid chair. So I'm quite glad you're
and Chloe's butt hurts, which is never good.
Yeah.
Right. So thank you so much for listening. If you haven't listened, how the fuck did you get this far? But we shall see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for listening. Our podcast manager and editor is David. Thank you very much, David.
You're welcome.
I feel like there was no energy in that at all.
Sorry, you're very welcome after a 2-hour podcast.
Yeah. Host for myself, of course, Chloe and David. A massive thank you to our Patreons. We've got Arthur Job, Dildo, I'm Having an Orgasm, Jack Goodwin, John Brown, Justin Reilly, Master Bates, Mihal, Phil Starkey, S. My D, Stephen Patterson, Trucker Colin, and we've also got the people that we love a little bit less, not quite as much. We've got Big Mike, Gavin Williams, Neil Rees, Trucker Joe, and Danny Flynn, the wanking master. You guys are all superstars. Thank you very much, and we shall see you next time.